Okay, this is week 9. We have the Bears versus the Titans. So the Bears average 17.5 points per game. They give up 18.6. That was last year. The Titans averaged 25.1 points last year per game, and they gave up 20.7. So this year the Bears is averaging 20.1 points, but they give up 20.75 points per game. The Titans average 29.7 points per game, but they give up 26.3. The Bears, I found out going over my stats for the last couple of years, they don't score a whole lot of points in the third quarter. They get off to a slow start in that third quarter. And I think this is where they lose the game. They got a new quarterback, so we'll see if that makes a difference. But I can tell you right now, they don't. They don't score a whole lot of points. So I'm going to tell you how the Bears can beat the Titans, and then I'm going to say how the Titans can beat the Bears. So looking at this, the Bears are strong, rushing right. But their passing down the middle is averaging a little over 11 yards per passing. The problem I have is this right here. Now this is where the Bears lose it at. In this second quarter and in this fourth quarter. He is sacked the most in the fourth quarter. So far they're averaging about 2.4 sacks per game. He's guaranteed to give up a bunch of sacks in the fourth quarter. Interceptions, right here in the third quarter, 6. Fourth quarter, 3. And this is them trying to play comeback, and he's just slinging the ball down the field. They're averaging about 1.25 interceptions per game. Fumbles. He gets the most fumbles in this fourth quarter, and that has to do with these sacks. So they're averaging a little over or under 0.6, which is a little under 1 sack fumble per game. So if the Bears is going to beat them, they gotta do it. You can't get much off their. I would do it on the run game, but look at what they give up. Passing right, 11.24. That is passing right is their left side. This 10 right here. I would go down the middle on them, and I would stick with running either left or right. They give up more yards rushing left and rushing right and down the middle. They also are averaging 1 sack per game. They also average 1.4 interceptions per game and 1.4 fumbles per game. So if the Titans have any chance of holding on and beating the Bears, they've got to clean this middle up. Look at this middle. They're averaging 12.88, 10. Here they drop off in the third quarter. This is where they tighten up. They come out at halftime and they close the gap, but then they open it back up in the fourth quarter. The Bears has got to do something in this third quarter in order to stay in this game. So once you get the lead, I would run it left and right on them. I wouldn't even pass it, because here, if you pass it in this second half, you're guaranteed to throw some interceptions. You're holding the ball too long, you're going to get sacked, and then you're going to fumble. Hold on to the ball, let them run it, and that way you can secure this game with a W. But let's see how the Titans can win this game. Okay. The Titans like to run the ball too. If you look at it, rushing right and rushing left, They're averaging over 5 yards per carry. But look at this middle. Passing down the middle. Woo, they're strong. All quarters. 15.77 they average per passing down that middle. And look at this. They give up more sacks in the third quarter than any quarter. So they're averaging about 1.1 sack per game. Interceptions, 0.7. Fumbles, 0.6. I worry about these sacks in the third quarter. But the Bears now, they give up 4.9 and 4.7. I say, if you develop a lead, Titans, take advantage of that. I will run that ball all day long on them. There's no need to throw it because, as you can see, they average 2.4 sacks per game. They're averaging almost a little under 1 interception per game and 0.6 fumbles per game. So if they're going to get after your quarterback, they're going to do it. And they're going to do it in this second half. Second, third, and fourth quarter is when they're going to come after your quarterback. Look at the number of interceptions that the Bears defense take. The 4 interceptions they take away. So if they're going to get you, they're going to get you in this fourth quarter. If I was you, I would run the ball and let my receivers run the hold on to the ball and keep it going, and that keeps that clock going. Now, they do give up yards down the middle, so take advantage of it in the first quarter. And if you have to throw it just to get the first down, I would do it in the fourth quarter because that's when they slack up a little bit. As you can see, it's averaging 12.25 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, everything else is a little tight. So if the Titans is going to win this game, I would run it. I would do it on the ground and not in the air. And if I have to go in the air, it would be down the middle. So with that being said, I got the Titans to beat the Bears by 10. As you can see, they average 20 points per game. The Titans is 29.8 points per game. So with that being said, peace out.